I was just recently invited to TikTok's headquarters out in New York to speak about what is working with TikTok ads. And while I was there, I was also able to learn some of the latest strategies that are working for TikTok Shop, affiliates, and so much more that you're definitely going to want to know. And I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know in this video, so be sure to stay to the very end. We just landed in New York. Ryan, head of accounts team. First time in New York, how's it going?
I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now. I can't believe the building.
Yeah, it's nice. We're going to TikTok's HQ tomorrow, speaking on a panel, meeting a lot of people, a lot of you who follow the channel. We're gonna have a big thing that's coming out very soon. Stay tuned. There's a lot of We're in New York. It's 8:40. We're about to be at the TikTok headquarters. We're 20 minutes out. We're going to be speaking on the panel today. We're going to be networking with other top partners, getting a lot of good ad creative content covering. It's loud in New York. We're going to get a lot of content today. Man, New York kind of...
I'm so high like Peter Pan. In real life, be living out my dreams. If I'm waking up, it's in a foreign land. Whole wrist covered up in ice. Price, I hit the molly ball with my dog. I swipe it once without thinking twice.
Anyone else want to go? Chase, I know you go.
My name is Chase Chappell. We have 3 companies. One is an agency where we manage Facebook and TikTok ads. Then we have training curriculums where we help e-com stores, lead gen, lots of different brands, over 1,000 clients in those curriculums. We do YouTube, TikTok content, and then I have a Shopify app. And my fun fact is, I don't have one, but Ryan does.
Put me on the spot here. It's the first time in New York. I'm expecting my first child. I'm having a daughter. So, there you go.
We have Jordan here. When did you join the mentorship?
Probably late 2022. I think last year we were averaging like 5.3 over the whole year. So before we met you, we were doing a lot of organic TikTok. And so I think that helped us. And then the things that you taught us with, setting up ad campaigns and structuring in certain ways and just being able to like go back and forth with you and just pick your brain about things and get a second opinion was really, really helpful.
Their team is insanely good at creating TikTok ad creative specifically. They understand the formats, the visuals, how to structure the videos. That is like the biggest thing in this space, is knowing how to do a really good visual video. And they had gotten the organic side down, crushing it, getting hundreds of thousands of followers. What are y'all up to now?
We're just under 600,000, and then across all of our socials, by repurposing those TikToks, we're just under 1.1 million.
Yeah, so that's insane. So they understood the organic side, and then they leveraged that in the TikTok ad creative side, figured out the call to actions, knew how to communicate with people, and they're selling custom gaming controllers and designs, and people are eating it up all day long on TikTok ads. So if you're not doing it, you should definitely look into TikTok ads and check it out, because we're at the event right now learning a lot of good stuff. Yeah, we have 35-star reviews.
What's kind of the main trends that you have seen like happening over the last like 7 years? I mean, more than 7 years, right?
Everything's going towards creative. Everything's content focused. Personalities are winning. Being able to actually know how to film content, but actually tell a story in a way that's going to convert. Most people are, using the standard image ads, which convert on Facebook. That's nice. But with the video-based content, if you're able to have a TikTok first strategy, get content out online organically, people are getting 20, 30K in sales off of a video if it goes super viral. Like, people are religious about Amazon. But I'm making a prediction that TikTok Shop is going to become the next Amazon.
Oh, wow, no shit.
I think so.
Is being like controversial helpful with your content?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. So controversial content is the easiest way to go extremely viral, because you're dividing audiences. We have the Andrew Tates and all those types of creators that are very controversial. Half the people agree, half the people don't. That will get you eyeballs all day long. That'll get you sales all day long. We had a client that was Bad Society Club. They did a $30,000 sales day off of one TikTok video. And it was like, I'm in my 40s, but I dress like I'm in my 20s when I'm going out. And all the older people are like, I would never dress like that, right? And then all the younger people are like, yes, when I'm 40, I want to dress like that again, like I'm still 20. Anybody can go viral and see no sales.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Yep.
I'd say 99% of people are like, I went viral and no sales happen. One is when you're going viral in the heat of the moment, you got to go to the comment section and immediately reply to people about what they're asking about. If they're saying, what are the ingredients in the product? Here's the ingredients. If somebody says, what size is that shirt? Or do you offer X size? Yes, we offer sizes from here to here. You can find it on our site. It's redirecting them because people say, where can I buy this? People go viral and they forget to reply. It's crazy. People miss this opportunity. You got to link your actual website. And then in the video, you need to direct people with a call to action to it. So when you go viral, you have to have those pieces. Otherwise, nobody's going to do it. Why would they leave TikTok? Oh yeah, save. I might buy this or look it up later. But if you want heat of the moment action, when they open up that comment section, which everybody does on TikTok, you want your links to be there. You want people to see what you're responding to. So that way, all of your objections, you'll get in the comment section. And as long as you answer that in detailed form with the link, people are going to have no objection to buy. If you answer every question that people have, people are going to be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I want that. And they'll go buy. And everybody thinks that TikTok is not for higher pricing and that specifically older people won't buy. So we had a client that sells seat covers, and this is for, blue collar males that are working in oil fields. They're doing blue collar jobs out in construction. They have big lifted trucks, and all these guys who are out working that are in their 30s to 50s are on TikTok, scrolling just like anybody else, and are buying $200 to $300 seat covers.
Oh, wow.
And they did, over $1.5 million in sales just by using that strategy.
Oh, wow.
And they're going viral, and it's like showing a, Ford truck, a Ram truck, and just showing the product, how easy it is to install. And all these older dudes on TikTok are pulling out their credit card and shopping just like their wives and kids are.
Answering some initial questions, but then ultimate goal, like I was saying, is kind of where to just open up, people can start sharing thoughts on this stuff.
Do you ever use the Creative Center to see what's popular to create content for?
All the time, yeah. That's a daily occurrence for us. Yeah, we like it. Especially if people are sharing it. A lot of people hide it.
Yeah.
I'd like them not to.
Anybody who's good at advertising knows to uncheck that box to not show everybody else their ad.
And since you're both agency owners too, so you have that experience, what's the biggest, outside of the impending ban, because that's probably the number one, what's their biggest pain point to directly to you, especially as a top performers in our program, when you approach them and then kind of pitch advertising on TikTok?
We just let people know it's golden opportunity right now. If you want to get on and it doesn't get banned, then you're going to be way ahead of everybody else. Plus you can take advantage of the opportunities right now, which are all the benefits of all the things people are doing on TikTok Shop, which is crushing it for people. It's a huge wave, and a lot of people don't realize the opportunity until years later, where all of us are talking about how well it was, and then everyone's like, oh, I know, I should have done that. So we're just giving them that, the FOMO. You don't want to miss out on, you don't want to miss it out. So I remember in 2015, 2016 in Facebook, it was I wish we could go back to those days of what the costs were, because anybody could launch an ad and make a ton of money, and all of us, regret not spending more. And so that's, what we're telling people now, because there will be a day when TikTok goes from, 12 billion in ad dollars coming in to being at 70 to 80 billion, and the platform's going to be uber competitive because everybody has it figured out.
On that point, I had a question about benchmarks for return on advertising spend. I'm sure I could Google it, but just kind of curious to hear your thoughts about if our clients expect to spend, I don't know, $5,000, what do they kind of see back as a good benchmark of hey, you got $25,000 in business. Do you guys thoughts about benchmark?
We pretty much always look at it from a time horizon rather than a spend benchmark. It's if you don't see a sell or a result within those first 7 days, you gotta fix your creative. It almost comes back to that. We know just the amount of advertiser accounts that we've gone through, looked at, if somebody's at a certain click-through rate, certain CPM, and are getting a ton of people to the website and they're converting within the first week, it's gonna be scalable. Whereas a lot of people don't see results in that first week and they just let it run, or they're it didn't work. And we go look and it's one creative, or it's a video that's half put together or is taken from Facebook. It's
That's interesting. So like, I mean, I'm a metrics product person, so I have to ask about that. So in terms of like what you're saying is like the priority of metrics that they deem important, it's like click-through rate, like, and if they purchase something, right, like that.
If we look at all of the advertiser accounts that are like producing a 5x, you know, people who are crushing it with TikTok shop ads, doing 150K, $500,000 in sales, like all of them have very similar metrics. It's like they're above a 2%, or their CPMs are under $20, or their click-through rates, you know, over a 3%. Cost per click is under $1 or $2. Like somebody will be like, oh, my ads aren't working, and then their cost per click's like $5 or $7. It's like, I didn't even know it could go that high on TikTok. Like you shouldn't even be getting that on Facebook. So, you know, it's an immediate indicator that the creative is not resonating.
That should be a short right there. Throw that on TikTok. You got that? Yeah, that's some genius. That's some viral content right there.
And then you can submit any Shopify store, get a free report, but
like a drug dealer, right?
Yeah, that's right. Just feed them dopamine, feed them content, feed them money. Yeah.
So much happened at this event, and I wanted to recap some of the key points that I think are very impactful and are important for you to know. TikTok is growing at lightning speed. As you can see here, we can see that TikTok, just in the first few years, their advertising spend has been growing at rocket ship growth, beating out Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, and Twitter. This is pretty incredible. Although you might not think TikTok has a lot of spend, and a lot of you have not tested TikTok before, lots of people are adopting it because the results are pretty incredible, and people are seeing there's lots of opportunities. And I look at this as back when I was running Facebook ads in 2016, when it was the Wild West. Anybody could throw up a Facebook ad and see incredible results. And I specifically remember every single person I've spoken to that used to run Facebook ads back in that time frame, we all agree on the same point, that we all wish we spent more money when results were so easy to get. I've never met somebody who wasn't running Facebook ads at that time who didn't wish they had spent more because of the results. And that's simply because Facebook ads have gotten so expensive and so competitive. As you can see, they're spending $70 billion on the platform every year, advertisers are. So there's definitely lots of competition. But although TikTok is just growing right here, you can see just in year over year in the last 3 years, it's been insane increases. And before you know it, those opportunities will disappear in just a few years. So now is the time to really leverage TikTok and be in that golden era of results. And one of the key parts of the event was the TikTok shop. This is a pretty creative and intuitive way for you to get lots of sales. And if you're not on TikTok shop, you should definitely consider it. In fact, you can not only get organic sales just by having your TikTok shop linked, because TikTok will organically push out your videos for you. People can be scrolling in their feed and check out immediately without having to leave the app. And I look at this as an app that's becoming the next Amazon. They're offering incredible pricing. They're giving advertisers and creators coupons and allowing users to adopt this method of purchasing. And people are doing it. And you can directly shop on TikTok because of this, buying from videos. You can buy from live streams. You can buy by visiting an actual TikTok page, and you can discover new brands daily. And users of this TikTok platform absolutely love this feature, and we're definitely seeing incredible sales growth because of it. So anytime a client has a TikTok shop, more likely than not, they're adding an extra distribution channel, just like they would on Amazon or Shopify. It's just a third channel somebody might have. But the results could mean adding an extra 20 to 40K, even 100K monthly to your business just by having this. And TikTok shop ads are averaging incredible return on ad spend. We're talking 3, 5, 10x return on ad spend. In fact, I've covered this in multiple videos, just highlighting some of the case studies and results that people are seeing. In TikTok live shopping, this is where a creator or yourself as a business owner can go live, talk about the products you offer on your website and TikTok shop, and people can directly buy while on that live stream. This is a powerful tool, and lots of people are getting sales by doing this. Not only that, but creators can also promote your TikTok shop for you, and they can earn commissions. They can generate sales for your business. They can go live, and people can buy products from your store on their live streams. There's so many avenues for different distribution channels just within TikTok shop itself. So having a TikTok shop is absolutely incredible. And this was a big highlight of the event. They're seeing a big impact all from TikTok shop. And then we have TikTok affiliates. This is where you can actually hire or give out your product to different creators on the TikTok platform and allow them to do all the promoting for you. You no longer have to create the videos yourself. You can actually have creators promoting your product, they can link your product in your video, and you give them a commission, and you're gonna earn the sales based off all the work they're doing. And creators are making insane money. We actually talked about somebody who's making $75,000 a month, a creator. And that means that the business is probably making upwards of $200,000 to $300,000 a month just off that creator alone. So if you think about that, all it really takes is one strong creator to really change your business forever and be able to generate immense sales for you. And the best part is, you can leverage some of those videos they create that get a lot of sales in your TikTok shop ads. And then we have the TikTok affiliates. Now, this is something everybody was intrigued about from the event because although this is relatively new, what we're actually seeing is a transition period. Used to, you would see 50 to 100, maybe 1,000 in sales at most from TikTok affiliates where they would post and people would have to find your website. But now it's been simplified all the way down to where people can link the product, they can post a video, and you can get your product in the hands of hundreds of creators in a much shorter time frame. And now what we're seeing is a flood of live streams, a flood of content where creators are now quitting their job, earning off of the TikTok affiliate platform, making $10,000 to $100,000 a month as a creator. And businesses are exploding growth from this specifically. It's one of the craziest things I've seen in all of the years of advertising, where you can just have a handful of creators or get 100 of them and have an entire army of people creating content for you and generating sales organically. And you have a pipeline of creatives to then launch in your TikTok ads. And it's a perpetual flywheel that just keeps printing money day in and day out. And some of the things with TikTok affiliates, as you can see, when you see an affiliate post, it will say eligible for commission. This means that the creator is actually working with the brand, promoting the product, and they're earning money off of every sale. And then the business is making money off of that as well. And if your commission structure is very nice and incentive, then you're gonna have lots of creators putting out content and you don't even have to keep up with their content schedule. They're just gonna be doing it on their own time and promoting your product. And if they're getting sales, they're gonna keep pumping your product and it's gonna get you a lot of rewards. And because of this, they're earning commissions, creators are posting for you, and you have a TikTok shop affiliate portal where you can see all of the insights, all of the data, see what's working from specific creators. This is gonna give you insights on how to improve your own content. This is gonna tell you who's getting the most sales. This is gonna give you ways to actually leverage those videos in TikTok ads. And there's so much opportunity here just with TikTok affiliates alone. And this was covered very thoroughly in the event. And I highly recommend looking into this and creating an affiliate structure around your business because it's a channel and avenue that could be a game changer for you. And then one of the very cool tools that we covered was the TikTok Symphony. All of us have heard of ChatGPT, but TikTok's now designed their own ChatGPT, but specifically for TikTok advertisers. And the reason this matters is because now with TikTok Symphony, if you've ever wondered what a TikTok script looks like, the AI TikTok Symphony tool will write it for you. It'll actually give you the correct creative formats that convert. You can even ask it which TikTok shop ads or which TikTok shop products are selling best. And it'll give you an entire research analysis of the top performing products out there. So you can even find products to promote if you don't know what's working just by asking TikTok Symphony and finding gaps in the market. And then it'll give you creative inspiration, actually breaking down the analysis of a TikTok ad video or an organic video that you can then model or leverage in your own content. And it's gonna give you all of the data insights around your ads. TikTok's really one of the first platforms to go very in depth with this because they're leveraging their own data to not only train this AI model, but give advertisers a tool in their back pocket that's going to give them all of the insights they need to grow. I'll be covering this in more detail in a future video on TikTok Symphony specifically, but these are the 3 things that are very important to apply with your TikTok ads, your TikTok organic strategies, and there's so much more we covered in the event. But these 3 highlights alone could be the difference between you making an extra $10,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 a month with your business. If you haven't ran TikTok shop ads or TikTok ads before, then I highly recommend claiming this $1,500 TikTok ad credit where you can get $1 match for every dollar you spend up to $1,500 in ad spend, which is an incredible way for you to get started with TikTok ads. And it's a great offer and I highly recommend taking advantage of it if you haven't already. And if you're interested in working one-on-one with myself and team, where you can actually see the core strategies we're applying to businesses on TikTok and helping you set up your TikTok shop, your affiliate systems, how to leverage influencer marketing, and how to build all this out with you so that way you can generate more sales just like my client, then definitely make sure to book a call with myself and team where we'll be happy to speak with you and show you the exact strategies we're using and how we can do this with you. And once again, it's your favorite digital marketer here, Chase Chappell. Cheers and bye y'all.